Some people might ask the question, like, why isn't confession enough? Like, why can't I get healed in confession? And I've been going to confession over and over and over again for the same thing, but it just doesn't seem to be getting me anywhere. One question we might ask is, do I have repentance, or am I leaning into presumption? So we can look at the life of the prodigal son, and in the life of the prodigal son, the younger brother, what we see is somebody who has real repentance. And he goes to the father. He says, I wish that you were already dead. I want my inheritance now. He goes off, squanders his money, ends up in the pigsty, wishing he could eat the pig's food. And he comes to his senses. And he says this, I know what I will do. I'll go to my father and I'll say, Father, I've sinned against heaven and against you. I no longer deserve to be called your son. I know what I deserve. Treat me as one of your hired servants. That's the most I'm going to ask for. I know what I've done. I know what I deserve. And I'm willing to face the consequences. That's what repentance looks like. He doesn't sort of come to his senses in the pigsty and say, well, I know that the Father is very merciful, and if I go back to him, he's always going to welcome me home, and he's going to throw the cloak around me, and it'll be like it never happened. He doesn't say that. He doesn't expect that. And then as he goes back to the Father notices him from a long way off, and the Father runs to him, and he starts his speech, right? He begins his confession from that place of repentance and the expectation of receiving justice, receiving what he deserves. And then he's interrupted by the Father, who says, bring a cloak and put it on, and put a ring on his finger, put sandals on his feet, because this son of mine was lost and now he's found. And the Father gives him something more. And that experience of mercy happens when we receive the something more. And it doesn't allow for any presumption. And so we experience mercy when we're disposed to receive justice. And it's then that we receive the kind of mercy that brings about conversion and transformation and change in our lives.